Hi, this video is just a quick overview of different stock sites. I upload to all of them, but before we start, I want to say that this is all my opinion and entirely based on my experience with each stock site. I'll try to be as objective as possible so you can make the best decision. With that out of the way, let's get started. To make my points, I'll mainly talk about three things: interface and ease of use, how time consuming is keywording and adding data, and finally payment structure of each site. For bonus point, I'll also add rejected versus accepted ratio for my portfolios, but it's a little bit skewed. I'll explain why at the end of the video. Let's get started with Adobe Stock, and then continue in alphabetical order. Adobe Stock has, in my opinion, one of the easiest sites to navigate. Its interface is simple to use and you will get used to it very quickly. You can upload stock photos, vectors and footage up to 4K. Recently they added the possibility to submit editorial images as well, but you must have at least 100 downloads to do so. For now, you can't upload editorial pictures with recognizable people on it, but that will likely change in the future, so keep an eye on it. The upload process is fast and easy. To submit your work, you only need to add title, keywords and tick some buttons and you are done. The most time consuming is keyword ranking, as Adobe's search engine ranks your keywords based on the order you add them. If you're using Adobe CC programs, you can upload your work from there as well, and that will speed up your workflow even more. Its acceptance rate is high. Remember, I am an amateur photographer, so if I can have 94% acceptance ratio with around 220 pictures, you can as well. Payments are okay. For pictures, illustration and vectors you get 33% of amount that the buyer paid for. For videos, you get 35%. Subscriptions royalties are tier based from 33 cents to 38 cents. Threshold for payments is $25 and at least 45 days must pass since your first sale. Next is Alamy. Alamy is also very simple to use, and what I like about it is that you can upload images first and after they are accepted, you can fill up the necessary information. So you don't lose any time keywording images that will be rejected at the end. Keywording in terms of speed and layout is similar to Adobe Stock. You can also choose up to 10 most important keywords, but if you want, you can add more information in the optional tab. You can upload stock photos, videos, vectors, illustrations, and live news photos. In my case, images need a lot of time to get past their QC test, which sometimes can take up to several weeks. But you have to know that I wasn't uploading a lot to them, and the more you upload, the quicker QC process will become. If you maintain good quality, of course. They'll pay you when you reach over $50 in sales, and they pay 50% commission if you are exclusive or 40% if you are not, which is quite high. My acceptance rate is horrible, at just 45%. That is because I was uploading a lot of phone pictures and most of them were rejected. Also, you have to keep in mind that if you are uploading a batch of pictures, if they find just one mistake in any of them, all of pictures submitted will be rejected. That is the second reason I have a very low acceptance ratio. Depositphotos has a very good interface as well, that is very easy to use. Its payments are tier based and they depend on how many downloads you have. To move to the next tier, you need at least 500 downloads. But remember, subscription downloads only counts as 1/3 of an actual download, so you actually need 1500 downloads to reach the next tier if you have only subscription downloads, which is quite a lot. Payments are ranging from 34% to 42% for demand photos and from 30 cents to 35 cents for subscriptions. The keywording process on this site is also straightforward, fairly similar to other already mentioned sites, with actually less area to fill. So far this one is the least time consuming to fill up the necessary information, and its acceptance ratio, at least in my case, is 100%. You can upload stock and editorial photos, vectors, footage and music. They also have email promotions, where you can be featured on free email they send out once a month. Even though you won't earn anything, as email features just free work, this is still a great opportunity for your account to get exposure. Plus, any downloads of your work will count towards your contributor level, so you'll get better royalties when your work does sell in the future. Dreamstime. For me, Dreamstime has one of the weakest interfaces out there. Sometimes I feel lost, and even though I'm using this site for more than 6 months now, I sometimes still don't know where to find certain information. Also, I don't like upload processing time, as it's the longest of them all. Sometimes I have to wait for 5 minutes or more to get all pictures processed, and only then I can start keywording them. And I don't even upload lots of them at once. Tell me if you are experiencing similar issues or is it just me. Furthermore, the keywording process is also the longest of them all, as you need to put the most time to set all information required. Auto-populate feature does help, but only if you have lots of similar images, which I mostly don't have. Dreamstime commission is also a bit complicated, so if you want to dive deeper into it, I left the link in the video description. but in general you get from 25 to 50% commission based on how many downloads each image has, and subscription royalties are always 35 cents. You can also get 10% bonus if you are Dreamstime exclusive, and you will get paid once you reach $100. You can upload the same assets as on Depositphotos. I also have 100% acceptance ratio. Pond 5. Pond 5 is more video focused, but I'll cover it anyway. You can sell a lot of things on this site, from stock and editorial photos, vectors, footage up to 8K, audio, 3D models and After Effects templates. Its interface is a little bit different and you will need some time to get used to it, and I would put it just slightly above Dreamstime. Its keywording is also very time consuming as you need to fill up a lot of information. But what I like about it is that you can set your own prices for the content, and they pay very well. For videos you will get 40% or 60% if you go exclusive with them, for pictures and other assets you will get 50%, and for music you will get 35%, and you will get paid when you reach $25. My acceptance ratio here is also 100%. Now we will continue with one of the most popular microstock sites out there, Shutterstock. Shutterstock interface is one of the most user-friendly on the market, and you will get used to it very quickly. What I love the most is their keywording tool, which drastically speeds up my workflow. Because of this tool, I use Shutterstock as my primary stock site, and from there on I upload to other stock sites. Their acceptance ratio for me is hovering around 75%, but they have one of the lowest payout on the market. They also have a tier-based system where you can earn 15 to 40% for all your assets, which can be stock and editorial images, vectors and videos up to 4K. 123RF. 123RF is very easy to use, and it kinda reminds me of Adobe stock, just that it doesn't have that ranking thing, so the keywording is a bit faster. You can upload stock and editorial photos, illustrations, vectors and audio. For me, 123RF has an even lower acceptance ratio than Alamy. They have accepted only 32% of my images. All images that were rejected were from the same batch. Another stock site accepted all of them, so I'm not sure if that was just one-off or will it become a recurring thing. That happened with my second upload, and from then on I didn't put much effort into this portfolio. 123RF also has a contributor level system, and you can earn from 30 to 60% based on how many licensing points you get, and you can get paid when you reach $50 or $100 in earnings. Personally, I found the most success on Adobe Stock and Shutterstock, so I put the most effort into these two sites. I also made full guides for them already, if you are interested to learn more. In the future, I'll probably cover more sites as well. The reason why my acceptance ratio is high on some stock site is connected to my workflow. I first upload pictures to Shutterstock and Adobe Stock, and I wait for them to be reviewed. And only then I upload only accepted pictures to other stock sites like Dreamstime, Depositphotos and Pond 5. I hope you found the information you were looking for, and hopefully I encourage you to make the first step. If so, like would be amazing. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you in the next video. So don't forget to subscribe. And have an awesome day. See ya!